Sanibonani, Dumelani, Abusheni, Molweni. Greetings to you all. Today we are going to be doing the cumulative frequency curves, which is also known as Ogives, and also do the histograms. Now let us start by defining an ogive. An ogive is a graph which represents the cumulative frequency of a set of data. The graph usually has an S shape and is a smooth curve not joined by straight lines. Points are plotted using the upper limit of each interval while the graph is connected to the x-axis at the lower limit of the first class. In other words, the x-intercept is not necessarily always at the origin. Another name for an ogive is a cumulative frequency plot. So let us do an example that will also include the histograms. Okay. Now the following table shows the amount of time in minutes children aged between 6 and 10 spend watching television each day. Now this is the table that we'll be working on. Okay, so we've got our table there. Now we can see that on this side, on this column, we've got the daily time spent watching TV in minutes, and then there are 21 children who watch TV between 0 and 20 minutes, and between 20 and 40 minutes we've got 48 learners, between 40 and 60 we've got 56 learners, between 60 and 80 we've got 32 learners, between 80 and 100 we've got 10 learners, and between 100 and 120 minutes we've got 5 learners. We are asked to draw a histogram to represent the data given in the table above. Okay, so this is how we're gonna draw our histogram. I will use a graph paper here. I've got a graph paper here. Okay, so what do we have? Okay, so we'll start at 0 to 20 minutes. So this one is going to be our 0 there. So this is going to be our 20, 40, skip this one, 60, skip this one, 80, skip this one, 100, skip this one, and I have 110, 120 there, 120 there. Okay, so let me see. So the highest value here that I have is what? It's 56. It's 56 there. So let me see. I'm gonna use 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, let me see. 10, 20, 30, 40. I have my 50. Oh, it's not there. Not here. It's not 50 there. 50 there. 50, and I've got 60 there. Okay. Good. Okay, so between 0 and 20, we've got 21 learners. Between 0 and 20, we've got what? 21 learners. So that will mean from 20 here, we've got 21 learners. Where is 21? We've got 20 here, 21 is here. 21 is here. Okay, so we're going to make use of what? Going to make use of a ruler, and then we're going to have a straight line here. So we are going to have our bar here. And between 20 and 40, between 20 and 40 there we've got 48 learners. Between 20 and 40 we've got 48 learners. Now let us go to 48. That will be 40, 41, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. There we have what? We've got 48. We've got 48, 48 here. Use my ruler like this. And that. Take this one down there. Good. And also the side. I use my ruler like this. And then so let us see what do we have between 40 and 60. So between 40 and 60 there, we've got 56. We've got 56. So we're gonna go straight to 56. This is the 50 mark here. And we 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Then we have 56 here. We have 56 here. A line like this, you join these two, a straight line going down to 60 like this. And also what we have between 60 and 80, we've got what? We've got 32 learners there. Between 60 and 80, we've got 32. The 30 mark is here. This is going to be 31, 32. We have it there. Very straight line like that, and we go down here like this. And then what do we have between 80 and 100? Between 80 and 100, we've got 10 learners. We've got 10 learners between 80 and 100. So between 80 and 100, here we've got 10 learners. The 10 mark is here. So this is going to be 10. And then between 100 and 120, how many learners do we have there? We've got 120. No. Between 120, we have 5 learners. We've got 5 learners, not 125 learners. This is the 5 mark here. This one. And then move it like this. Okay. So on the x-axis, what we're gonna write? We're gonna write daily time spent watching TV. Here it's gonna be daily time spent watching TV. This is what? This is in minutes. This is in minutes. Daily time spent watching what? Watching TV. This is in minutes. And then what else do we have? The number of children on the y-axis. Here we're gonna have the number of what? Number of children. Yes. Okay. Now there is also one other thing that I want to discuss around the histograms. Okay. Now you can also be asked to calculate, to plot a frequency polygon. You can also be asked to draw a frequency polygon, okay, on the same set. Okay, now with the frequency polygon, you just identify the midpoints of these bars, of these bars. So on the midpoints, what you're gonna do, you're gonna add a point there, that is the midpoint, and then you add another point there, that is the midpoint, and you add another one there, another one here, another one here, another one here, and you drop it. So when you drop it, it has to end here. Okay, on the upper limit of the last class interval. And then we also have to drop this one. This will start at 0 because this bar started at 0. Okay, so this one is going to be our what? This one is going to be our frequency polygon. So we are going to add it like this. Just join the points. The frequency polygon is a straight line. Okay, so you can use the histograms to plot what? To plot the frequency. Sorry, my mistake there. To plot what? A frequency polygon. And then straight line like that, and you come to this midpoint and you drop it there. Okay, this one in red, this one that is in red, it will be what? A frequency polygon. It is a straight line. Okay, the histogram is more like a bar graph, but these bars are attached to each other. They are joined. Okay, like this. This one is a histogram, and this one of a line will represent what? A frequency polygon. Good. Now let us come to do now the second question. Now we are asked to do what? To draw an ogive, to represent the above data. So what we're gonna do, we'll need to draw a table like this one. Okay, for us to draw an ogive, we will need a cumulative frequency. So I'm going to have what? I'm going to have the interval here. This is going to be my interval. Okay, so the first interval that we have there, we'll draw a table like this one. Okay, interval here, I'm going to have the frequency, and we're also going to have a cumulative frequency. Okay, what do I have there? It's 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So now the interval, the first interval is 0, 20, and then it's gonna be 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 120. This is gonna be 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Okay, so how many learners do we have here? Here we've got 21, 48, 56, 32, 10, and 5. Okay, so with the first one, we are just going to have this here. This is going to be 21. Okay, so now with the cumulative frequency, we'll have to add these frequencies going down. Okay, how we do it? For the second one here, we are going to say this 21 plus this 48 is going to be 21 plus 48. And now, what do we have there? Now we have we have 69. So here we're gonna have 69. We're gonna be 69, and then on the second one we add 56 on this 69. I'm gonna say plus 56. Okay, then it's gonna be 69 plus 56 is gonna be 120, 125, right? When you say plus 32, okay, so when I say 125 plus this 32 is gonna be 125 plus 32, 157, 157, and we add 10 there, and you say plus 10, you want to be 167. You go down like that. Okay, 167 plus 5, it's gonna be 170, 172. We have 172 there. Okay, now we have what? Now we have the cumulative frequency. So now with this information that we have here, we can plot the ogive. Okay, so what are the points to plot on the ogive? Let me have another column here for the points to plot. For the points to plot. I'm going to have these points here. So like it's being said earlier, that what do we do? Points are plotted using the upper limit of each interval. Okay, the upper limit of each interval. So the upper limit in this interval is what? Is 20. So we are going to have 20. We're going to have 20 that goes with 21. So we're gonna have 20 that goes with what? With 21. And we are also going to have what? We are also going to have 40 that is going with what? We're going to have 40, which is the upper limit here, that is going with what? With 60, 69. And I'm also going to have 60 that is going with what? With 125. And I'm going to have 80 that is going with 150, 157. And I'm also going to have 100 that is going with 167, and I'm also going to have 120 that is going with what? That is going with 172. Okay, good. And we also discussed the x-intercept. The x-intercept. Here we said while the graph is connected to the x-axis at the lower limit of the first class. That is what? That is the x-intercept. Okay, that is connected in the x-axis at the lower limit of the first class. So the lower limit of the first class is 0 here, and we know that from our graph with the x-intercept y is 0. So our first point is going to be what? Is going to be 0 is to 0, because we know that the first point, our x-axis, which is the x-intercept, will take what? The lower limit of the first class. The lower limit of the first class is 0 there. So we're going to have 0 and 0 and 0. Okay, so we will make use of this information to plot what? To plot an ogive. Now we are going to use this graph sheet to plot what? To plot our ogive. Okay, this side what do we have? We've got the daily time spent watching TV in minutes. This is the daily time in spent watching TV in what? In minutes. Okay, so this side we're going to have the number of what? This is going to be no, this one is the cumulative frequency. This side we have the cumulative frequency. Okay, so we'll start from 0 there. So this is going to be let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, I'm gonna have enough. You can start say 0, and then 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. We end there at the upper limit of the last interval. Okay, so going up, we've got what? Our highest value is going to be 172. Okay, let's see if we take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170. So I can have 170 and 180 there at the top. Okay. Okay. Now it's gonna be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170 and 180 there. Good, because the highest value here is 172. Now let us plot now. The first one, the first point, which is going to be our x-intercept, is going to be at 0 and 0. Here we are going to have a point 0 and 0, and 20 goes with what? 20 goes with 21. 20 goes with 21. Now this is 20. How many? This is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So each the minor lines here, they're gonna differ by what? By 2 units. So 21 is between line 20 and the first minor line there. Okay, so that is going to be my 21 there, and then the second one is 40. Yeah, 40 goes with 69 there, so that will be 40 goes with 69. I have 60 there, 70 there, that is 62, 64, 66, 68, 69. Between those two lines I have my point there, and then 60 goes with what? 60 will go with 125. 60 will go with 125. 60 will go with 125. Where do we have 125? We have 120 there, 120 here, got 120 here, 122, 124 in between, 125 between these two lines there, and then 80 with 157. 80 goes with 157, 150 here, and then it's 2, 4, 6, 8 between these two lines. What do we have there? We've got 150, 157. I'm going to have that point there, and then 100 goes with I was on 80. Now 100 goes with 160, 167. 100 goes with 160, 167, 167. So 160 is here, 162, 164, 166, 168. So between here, I'm going to have a point there. Between the two minor lines is 167. And 120 goes with 172. 120 there, 120 will go with 170, 172. So this is 170, and this is going to be 170, 172, 172. So what did we say? We said what to call an ogive is what? Is a smooth curve not joined by what? By straight lines. Okay, the graph usually has an S shape. Okay, good. So now let us join our points. This is how you just join them. Just join them like this. See, and then we go to that one. Using what? Using a freehand for people. And then we come to this one. Like this. Go there, and then we come to 0. Now if you take a look at this graph, it will have some form of an S shape. Okay, let me put it like this. Okay, it takes an S shape. So this is going to be our ogive. Now what is the next question? Now the next question is, using what? Using the ogive, estimate the number of children who watch TV for an hour and a half. Using an ogive, estimate the number of children who watch TV for an hour and a half or less each day, as well as the number of children who watch TV for over an hour and a half each day. Okay, so we're going to use what? An ogive. So an hour and a half, in an hour we've got what? We've got 60 minutes. We've got 60 minutes, and then plus half is 30 minutes. So in total we're going to have what? We are going to have 90 minutes. So we want to get the number of children who watch TV for less than 90 minutes. So we're going to make use of our ogive. The ogive we just plotted here. So we're gonna go to 90 minutes on the side for the time here. Now we have our 90 minutes here. This is 80 and this is 90. So we have our 90 mark here, our 90-minute mark there. Okay, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90. Our 90-minute mark is here. This is our 90-minute mark. So we just make use of our ruler, and then we plot what? We plot dotted lines going upward until we get to our curve, until it touches our curve. So we're gonna go like this. Okay, dotted lines. Make sure the ruler is parallel to what? It's parallel to the other lines. So in this case it's gonna be easier because we've got what? We've got a measure line there going up like that. So it touches our curve there. Where it touches our curve, we make another dotted lines going horizontal. So we get that number there. So as we can see, from our Ogive, that line comes out at, this is going to be 162, so 162, so approximately 162 learners. So in this case, for C, we've got 162 learners or less that are watching what? That are watching a TV for what? For over an hour and a half. We've got 162 learners watching TV for an hour and a half, like that. So that is how we use an Ogive to estimate the number of learners who watch a TV for an hour and a half. Now there was another question, a follow-up question, that is, as well as the number of children who watch TV for over an hour and a half each day. So how do we get those learners? So the total number of learners that we have is what? It's 172. So this group here, only this group from 172, this one. Okay, those are the learners who watch TV for what? For more than an hour and a half. So how do we get that? So we're gonna say that is what? That is D. No, the follow-up question, let us say this one. Let's use this for the first one. For the second one, we're gonna say 172 minus 162. That is what? That is 10 learners. Okay, so 10 learners watch TV for over an hour and a half. Okay, so that will be what? That will be 10 learners. What is the second question? Using your graph. Okay, using your graph, determine the lower quartile, median, and the upper quartile. So D. For Q1, I'm gonna use the formula to determine the position of the lower quartile. That will be 1/4 n plus 1, like that. Okay, so what is the total number of the elements in the data set? That is what? That is 172. So our n is 172. I'm going to say this is 1/4 172 plus 1. Now I will get the position of what? I will get the position of the first quartile. You will see 1/4 172 plus 1, like that. So I'm going to get 43.25. Okay, that is 43.25, which is what? Which is approximately 43. Okay, so for what? For the median, which is Q2. For median, which is Q2, we use the same formula. That will be 1/2, and not actually the same, but the formula to identify the position of Q2 in the data set. That will be 1/2 172 plus 1. So the position of Q2, that will be 86.5. Okay, so for the upper quartile, that will be Q3, that will be 3/4 n plus 1. 3/4, 172 plus 1. Now the position of the upper quartile is going to be 129.75, which is approximately 130. Okay, so using the Ogive, so these positions we are going to use them on the y-axis, on the side of the cumulative frequency, because this 172 is also on this side, which is the total number, of the learners. 172 there. This 172, the total number of learners. So we're gonna come this side, okay, and then we come to 43 for Q1. 43, this is going to be 40, 42, 44, 43 is in between here. I'm gonna make use of our ruler like this. Okay, make use of our ruler like this. Dotted lines. We have dotted lines there. Good. And then you go down. We touches the curve, we go down, and then there we are going to read off what? We are going to read off our lower quartile, our Q1. We are going to read it from there. So our Q1 here, this is 20, 30, and then this is going to be 30.5. Oh no, this is going to be 31 because it's 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So this is 32. It's gonna be 31. So our lower quartile is equal to 31. Is equal to 31 there. Okay, so this is also Q1. So for Q2 we go to 86.5. 86.5 is going to be 246. So just above this line there. 246, just a little bit above. Then we have dotted lines going in that direction, and where it touches the curve we go down to read off what? To read off our median. This is going to be our here. This is going to be our Q2. This one, Q2. We got our Q2 there. Okay, so this one Q2 is gonna be 40, 42, 44, approximately 46. So our median is equal to what? 46. Now our Q3, our upper quartile, the position is 130. So we come this side, we go to 130. So with this one we have what? We've got there the solid line there, the major line. 130 is this one. Where it touches the curve, we go down to read off using the dotted lines. We go down to read off the value of the upper quartile. So that will be 60, that will be 62, 63. Between these two lines is 63. So this one is going to be our Q3 there. It is going to our Q3 there. So Q3 is what is 62. And then we come here and we say, now our upper quartile is equals to 63. It's equals to 63. So that's how you answer D. Okay. Now we also have what? Determine the estimated daily mean average amount of time that these children spend watching TV. Okay, now with this one we are asked to determine what? To determine the mean. Okay, so we can make use of what? We can make use of our calculator. Now from the previous lessons I did teach how to use the calculator to calculate the estimated mean. Okay, with or without the calculator. So to make our life easier, we can always make use of what? Of our calculator. So this is how we go on about our calculator. But first we'll need to get the midpoint. Okay, so from what we got in our table here, I will just include the midpoint there, just to make our lives easier. The midpoint how do we get the midpoint? So we just add the two values and we divide by 2. So that will be 20 divided by 2. This one is 10, and then 40 plus 20 plus 40 divided by 2 is gonna be 30, and we're gonna have 40 plus 60 divided by 2, we have what? 50, and we're gonna have 60 plus 80 divided by 2, it's 70, and then we're gonna have 80 plus 100 divided by 2, it's gonna be 90, and then we're gonna have 100 plus 120 divided by 2, what do we have? We have 110. Okay, so we are just going to make use of what? We're going to make use of the midpoint and the frequency, this frequency here, to get the mean using what? The calculator. So the first thing that we need to do is to switch the frequency on. We're going to say shift what to call mode setup, and then we go down. There we have stats, it's gonna be 3. Frequency on, yes, we want the frequency on. We press 1, we say equals to. Now we're gonna say mode, we go to 2 stats, and then we choose 1. Now what is the x is going to be our midpoint there. That is going 10, 30, and you say equal to, and then that would be 50, 70, 90, 110. Okay, and then we come to the side of the frequency. What do we have on the frequency? You got 21, 48, 56, 32, 10, and 5. 110 goes with 5 and 5, and then we say AC shift 1, we choose 5. Now this will differ with the type of calculator you use, but you just have to check for this one, VAR, and you say 5. What are we looking for? 2, which is what? Which is the mean. And then I press 2 and I say equals to. Our mean is going to be equal to 47.33. That will be our estimated mean. So with group data, good people, you can only get the estimated mean, not the actual mean. Okay, so for calculation of mean, please do visit the please view the previous videos, and you will see how it is done. From my side, good people, that will be it. E was our last question. I thank you.